Hello, we are team Stromtroopers. So here, let's discuss about the Tesco's financial performance. We have analyzed that target cost saving of 1.5 billion pound with a target operational margin of 7%, which is comparatively higher than the industrial benchmark of 5%. Now coming towards the major cost drivers of the Tesco, that is procurement, labor, logistics, and energy. We have analyzed through data analysis that we can save up to 500 million pounds in procurement to 200 million pound in labor. Now coming towards the employee satisfaction score, right now Tesco is doing very great with the current of 75% of satisfaction score. And we have analyzed that with an employee participation training program, which is from 60% with a target of 80%, we can achieve a target of 85%. Now coming towards the transformation impact, we have segmented into three parts, that is AI powered forecasting, automation in warehousing, and the personalized marketing. There shall be some barriers which can be resistance, high cost, and lack of skills, while we are having a major trends which is supporting the transformation, which is 5G technology, remote work, and cloud computing. We want to focus on the valuable insight that although we are having a revenue CAGR over 5 years only 2.7%, but with a stronger gross profit CAGR at 6.4%, it gives good growth. Now coming towards the second slide, we have segmented further into the procurement, logistic, and HR, and personal, and the energy. In procurement, it is very important to note that with an optimization in the private label, supplier price index, and alternative material analysis, we can save up to 15% in the margins. Similarly, in the logistics, with the dynamic route, predictive maintenance, and warehouse automation with ROI dashboards, we can save up to 10% in the fuel consumption and 20% in the maintenance cost. And third is about the HR and personnel with the skill gap analysis, flexible staffing with workforce analytics, and again with the targeted early retirement incentives, we can save up to 8% in our labor cost. And last is about the energy. Since we are moving towards renewable energy investments, we can utilize real-time weather and energy production data to optimize the solar panel placement.
So now we'll look at the roadmap to the retail reinvention. It can be divided into three phases, which we have had as building the foundations, customer obsession, and operation excellence. In the building to foundations phase, we will centralize and unify the data and then use AI-powered forecasting to reduce excess inventory by 15% and stockouts by 8%. It's all a game of automation now. So repetitive tasks are a thing of the past. So that's something that we will be working on, and it would boost the productivity by 30%. The second phase would be the customer obsession. One is the hyper personalization market that we would be having to be targeting the promotions and to result in a hike of 15% in conversion rates and 20% surge in customer engagement. As it's like the age of quick commerce, everyone wants everything on the same day, and the time slot deliveries that we would be having, and the new technologies would be drone delivery, and this would result in employee satisfaction increase by 25%. Omnichannel harmony is something that is the art work that we would be doing. It would be blending the online and offline channels. The third would be the operation excellence. We would be doing predictive maintenance, dynamic route optimization, and renewable energy revolution. Now coming to the data-driven talent analysis. So this is like a skill gap mapping that we would be doing across the departments, and we would be doing the workforce modeling, and coming to three major factors that would be like upskilling and reskilling revolution, which would be based on micro learning modules, personalized learning journeys, and internal marketplace. And it would be all a culture of change. We would become the change champions using gamification incentives, open communication channels. The performance would be monitored on real-time KPIs, return on investment analysis, and agile adaptation.
In the change management, we will be focusing on structure and systems. And we have created a communication strategy to communicate these to employees. We would be using standardized data platforms, and we would be creating automated workflows, and there would be performance management dashboards. In terms of skills, we would be focusing on skill gap analysis, and then based on that, we would be having a personalized learning journey. We would be focusing on micro learning modules and continuous learning culture. In style, we would change some kind of communication style in the organization and focus on open and transparent communication and develop a culture of innovation. And the focus on staff, we would be focusing on the talent acquisition, internal mobility, and also diversity and inclusion. Now, looking at the matrices that we would be focusing on, in cost performance, we would be looking at cost per unit sold, cost to serve, and waste reduction rate. In operational efficiency, we would be focusing on productivity metrics, delivery timeliness, and inventory turnover. And in employee engagement, we would be focusing on absenteeism rates, participation in training programs, and employee satisfaction surveys would be a way to track all these things. We would be having certain ethical considerations, and main would be the responsible use of technology, where would be focusing on human aspect, and we would be ensuring that everything is done transparently. And then another focus would be on upskilling and retraining. There would be a fair transition process, and there will be job displacement mitigation strategies in place. And in the end, we would have this open communication channel so that we get feedback from the employees, and we could uh, uh, work on our strategy while having a transparent decision making process. Thank you.